Hi and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like makeup, beauty, hair or hauls, then please consider subscribing. So for today's video, I'm going to be going back into some old palettes, some of my sort of everyday favourites and things, to do a festive glam look. So one of you actually DM'd me and asked the best products to use and, you know, how to go about using them to do like a glam look for a Christmas party. And I thought it would be a really good idea, because I'm sure a lot of people get confused on that, to kind of do my recommendations and how I would use them to show you, yeah, a really nice kind of going out look. So the first thing I'm going to do is my brows. I'm going to be using this one here because I find that this really does stick my brows in place. This is the WBCo Soap Brows Extra Strong Hold Brow Soap. So it's this one here. I use this a lot. So I'm just going to take a setting spray. This is just a random one that I've picked up. I'm going to spray a couple of times in there. Some people like to spray onto the spoolie. I found that I actually prefer doing it into the actual product itself. Then I'm just going to take a disposable spoolie and work it into the product. And then just go through my brows. And then just taking the spoolie. I like to kind of brush them up at the front and then out. Squish them down next if you want to. I prefer not to. And I'll just take the spoolie and run it along the top and down, and then any of this residue, just take my finger. This is why I do this before foundation, and just wipe that away. So the next thing I'm going to do is primer, and I'm actually going to use a setting spray today. So, well, it's actually a prep and set spray. You can use setting spray for prep and for setting, but it's this one here. It's the Iconic London Prep Set Glow in the original. Love this product. So I'm just going to spray this quite liberally all over my skin, and we'll let that dry down a bit. Fantastic. And then now my primer's done and my brows are dried down, I'm just going to quickly run through with some brow hairs. This is the Sheglam Frida Kahlo in Taupe Brow Pen, which to be honest I really love because the colour's perfect and it's got such a fine nib on it. You can get like perfect little brow hairs, and I just find it so easy. So I don't do an awful lot. I just do the front here where I don't really get any growth, and then I just kind of go underneath slightly as well, just to kind of neaten it up really, and that's all I do. Right, so next we'll take foundation. So I'm going in with this one, which I actually really like. It is a little bit dark for me, but that's fine. You know, I can blend it through. The only thing is, because I've got, I've just done my roots, it really sticks to my roots. That's the only problem. So I have to kind of like use it and then get a bit of micellar water and run over my hair just around the edge. Otherwise it kind of looks a bit orangey. But it's this one here. So it's the Super Stay by Maybelline 24-hour skin tint. Such a beautiful product, this one. I did actually have, and I reviewed one in, what was it, 34 I think, and it was way too dark for me. So I got 21, which is still a little bit dark. So I'm just going to take it, because it's got a pipette, I'm going to take about a pipette on the back of my hand here, and then we'll take a brush and work that into my skin. So I'm going to use this one. It is a little bit dirty, but it's got this product on because I used it yesterday. And we'll just use that. And then I'll just press that into my skin using my sponge just to get rid of any brush strokes and make sure it is perfectly even on there. Fantastic. And then before I do any more base, I'm going to do my eyes just in case I get any fallout so I can wipe it away easier. So I'm going on with my primer. I love this primer. This is the Be Perfect Perfect Primer. The only thing is, I've had it a while now. It's still within date. But the paint has started to come off the lid, and I get little bits on my hand. When it first started happening, I was like, what are these little black bits on my face and where are they coming from? And then I realised it was off the lid of this tube, which, yeah, is a bit weird, but never mind. Fantastic. So just pop that on, and then I just use like a blendy brush, like a fluffy brush, just to blend that out. So I'm going to start off by going into this palette here, which is the Give palette. This one's Danger Zone, so it's quite a kind of dark, neutral-ish palette. I'm going to start off by taking this one here. So it's kind of like the lightest of the brown ones. And we're going to work that one through my crease. And I'm also going to take it, because I'm going to do a bit of a halo, I'm going to take it onto the inner and the outer part as well. I'm going to start off by kind of stamping into my crease. I don't know, do you know, I don't have to go to for the slightly darker one. I might actually just use this one in my crease. Thinking about it. And then we'll go in with the darker one. So we'll blend this one. Yeah, so I've just kind of used that more of a transition shade now. So what I'm going to do is go into the darker brown in there. Same brush, I'm not going to clean it off or anything, there's no point. And I'm just going to pop that basically over the top, slightly underneath this one now. And like I said before, I'm going to take it into the inner and the outer part. Right, okay, so I've left the most pointless little gap in the centre there. That always happens, but it's fine. Right, so I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and use the lightest shade in there just to blend out the edge of that dark one. So I'm literally just going all the way around the edge just to give it a really good blend. Lovely. And then I am going to put this palette down for a bit. I'm going to then take the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette, which is their newest one. And I am going to go into Fire, which is this kind of, it's a duochrome. So it's this one here. And it's kind of a bit greeny, a bit goldy. Yeah, a little bit red as well. So I thought it would make quite a nice Christmas shade. So we're going to use that one right on the centre there. I'm going to take a flat brush and going into Fire just here. I'm going to start off by kind of mapping out. I'm going to use the brush almost to map out where I want the shimmer to go. And then we'll go in with my finger and really build up that shimmer. So like that, so I've just kind of mapped out where I want it, just lightly. So then I'm going to use my finger and go into that gorgeous shade, and then we will use my finger just to basically fill it in. So like that. How gorgeous is that colour? And then what I'm going to do is take my fluffier brush, whoops, that's the same brush, my fluffier brush that I used before, just to blend out the edges of that. So no product on, I'm just going to literally blend the edge. Fantastic, so we're looking at that at the moment, but what I want to do is lighten up the centre. So going back into this palette again, I'm going to take Fly, which is this one just here. And I'm just going to go in with my little finger here and pat that all down the centre. Okay, so next I'm going to do the underneath. So I'm going to go back into the lighter one, I think, and just run that underneath my lower lash line. Lovely. And then I'm going to pop some eyeliner on. So I'm going to do a tiny wing in, this is just the Clueless Revolution liner. And then I'm going to pop some mascara on. I'm going to go in with the Lottie London Super Fake Mascara. And then I think we'll pop some lashes on as well. So for that, I'm going in with the Ardell Wispies. Okay, super. So next we'll go ahead and finish off the base. I'm going to go with bronzer first. So I am going to go on with my favourite, which is the Iconic London Kiss by the Sun in Oh Honey. So it's like this. I just love this one because it's not too dark. It's kind of just right for me. And it layers beautifully over absolutely anything, to be quite honest with you, and it blends really nicely as well. And then for blush, I'm going to go in with my other favourite, which is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Blush, and this one's in the shade Happy. It's like a medium pink, and you don't need much of it. It's really pigmented. One dot is plenty. And then we are going to go on with highlighter. So today I'm going to be using this one here from What's Up Beauty. And this one is Wild Acacia, one of the Serengeti highlighters. I'm going to go for the pink one because I absolutely love it. Oh, just look at that. Stunning. Just quickly bring my mole back to life that's been covered by foundation. I'm just going to take the Sheglam Freckle Tint, this side, and pop some over the top. Let that dry down and then give it a little pat. And then when that's done, I'm going to go back on with the Iconic London Setting Spray again. Might actually just take a little bit of the whiter highlighter on this highlighter, and pop that on my inner corners actually, just to brighten it up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Right then, so for lips, we've got to go for red, haven't we, for Christmas? So I'm going to start off with lip liner. I'm going in with the Beauty Bleeding Gorge. And then again, Beauty, I'm going to go in with She's Well Red, which is this really stunning, like, deep dark red. Beautiful. I absolutely love that red. It's really nice. Typical kind of deep Christmas red as well. I'm not going to stop there. I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of sparkle on my lips as well. So I'm going to be dipping into the Beauty Bay New Romantic palette, and I'm going to take Queen, which is this one here. It's kind of a bit of a pinky red, I would say, just on my finger. I'm just going to pat that. Just over the top. So just like that. So we get that kind of, it's not too much, it's quite a subtle sparkle, but really nice and Christmassy. Of course, if you want to go ahead and put a clear gloss over the top, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Okay, so here is my finished look. So this is my very glam, going out sort of Christmas party evening look. Yeah, I just really love kind of dark eyes, a red lip, and lots of sparkle. I just think that makes Christmas for me. And you've got to have lashes and liner. So as always, all products shown in today's video I will leave in the description box below for you, along with any discount codes as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye!